Welcome everybody to another video of the Haunted Vermont. And here we're going to be in Chittenden at the infamous Horton Cemetery, because behind me is not where we just got the capture of Ralph, but we've also possibly have made contact with one of the Eddy brothers. And we're about to find you and show you just maybe what could be going on here, if we have some footage. But this is for the 10th anniversary, not just for Haunted Vermont, but this is also the 10th anniversary for the Ralph capture and the Eddy brother possible EVP capture. Stay tuned, everybody. So right behind me are the graves of Ralph, and it's interesting because there's two graves of Ralph, and one of them is a veteran, and the other one doesn't seem to have been one. Now it is really hard to tell which Ralph back on July 15th of 2012 we actually made contact with, and just about in a few minutes you're going to see that I'm going to try to make contact with an EMF and possibly a spirit box. I don't know how that's going to go, but let's see what happens. And we'll go from there. But yes, almost 10 years ago, well actually 10 years ago, we made contact with a Ralph. And behind me is their grave. And one thing I just want to make note of, we did not know about a grave until a week after we got the spirit box session. So real quick, let's have a fresh reminder of the July 15th, 2012 Ralph capture.
Who we talk? Ralph.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, right behind me are the graves of the Ralph. And let's see if we can find something, whether it be by EMF or spirit box. Let's begin. Alright, so we're going to first try out the EMF right by Ralph's grave, because back on July of 2012 we contacted Ralph. So we're going to see if we can get an EMF spike, because right now, as you can see, it is staying at 0.0, which there should be no energy whatsoever here. So I'm just gonna say, Ralph, if you were here, buddy, as you recall speaking to us back in 2012, 10 years ago, are you here with us? Can you make that 0.0, maybe a 1.3? Give us a sign that you're here by turning this number into a 1.3, or even a 3.0 would be nice. Let us know that you're here. So right now, we're staying at 0.0. But if anybody remembers the video, here's another Ralph right here. Ralph, is this you? Are you still with us? Can you make this a 1.0? If not a 3.0? Let me know that you're here with me right now. Phone is trying to focus. Okay. This is getting, yeah, let's just go with the show. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright. 2.0.2. I saw that. Ralph, is that you? Can you bump it up to a 1.0? Can you make this device right here in my hand a 1.0? I remember you, Ralph, from 10 years ago through the spirit box. You stated your name was Ralph, and then a week later we ended up finding your gravestone. I'm just trying to figure out, though, Ralph, are you the veteran? Were you the one that fought in World War II? Can you just give me a spike, please? Yeah, I see a 0.1. Can you bump that up to a 5? No. So, I just want to point out that this is not picking up my camera on my phone. It should not be picking it up, because as you saw from earlier. Ralph, is that you? 0.1? Can you bump that up to a 0.5? It's almost 80 degrees. Went back up a little bit. .2. Oh, wow. 2 point. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, if that was you, can you just show me? Oh, 0.2. .80 degrees. Ralph, if this is you, if you're the veteran from World War II, can you make that a 2.4 again, please? Can you just do that for me? Make this a 2.4 again. I'll even accept a 2.0 if you would, please. .3. Very, very interesting. Alright, I'm gonna stay right here. Oh, 0.3. And it's staying. Can you make this device a 2.4 again? Or Francis, is this you? Are you the wife of Ralph? 2.9, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. I hope I'm not. I hope it's okay that I'm talking to you right now. I mean, I appreciate it. And now it's... Alright, can you make this go back to 0.0? Just step away from it if you have to. But can you make this a 0.0 again? Alright, you're keeping it at a 0.4 this time. 0.5. Are you over here? Wow, thank you. Alright guys, if you remember this from when I first started this was at 0.0 and now it's staying in some of the single digits. And I think the highest I just saw was 2.9. So that's really something here in the graveyard here at Horton Cemetery, because we shouldn't be seeing this at all, because this is picking up energy, or in this case it should like an electric current, and there's definitely something here. If it's Ralph, I don't know. Hey, okay, Ralph, let me try something. If this is you, Ralph, can you make this a 1.5? And I will turn on the spirit box so you can say hello. Would you like that? Would you like to say hello again? I just want you to turn this into a 1.5 if you would like to say hello on the spirit box. Yeah, just keeping it at 0.5. Wow, crazy. Okay, you guys are keeping it at 0.5. Alright, let me tell you what, I'll come back in a minute. I'm gonna go... I don't see a 1.5 yet for the spirit box answer, so I'll come back in a minute. Okay, Ralph or Francis? Or even Gary. Gary, if this is you, I'll be back in a minute. But I'm assuming it's one of the Ralph. Oh. Okay. Thank you so much. Alright, I just want to do something real quick, okay? Alright, this is the spirit box section. We're going to see if we can say hello from Ralph. Hi, Ralph. Are you still here with us 10 years later? Can you at least say hello to me, please? Or Francis, are you here? Gary? I heard somebody, I think. Hi, Ralph. William, and right behind you is your brother Horatio Eddy. The medium from back in the day of the 18th, 19th century, where they were mediums, where everybody knows about them, obviously, and part of that is thanks to Henry Occult, who came from New York to try to debunk the Eddy brothers, and he stayed for about a week, but could not debunk them. Anyway, you might be wondering why I'm here visiting William and Horatio, and it's because back also on that very summerish day in July, we happened to possibly have captured an EVP, possibly from one of the brothers. It's hard to really say, but it's very weird that this voice came in almost answering a question that I was saying at the time. And, you know, looking back to it, to what I know now, it could have possibly have been a way of trying to correct my mistake, because honestly, the story about the Eddies being sold to the circus is actually not true. So I apologize, William and Horatio, for that false information. I got you guys wrong, and I'm going to say that right now. So let's take a look again at what I possibly said. And, you know, basically the idea was I was trying to apologize that their parents sold them to the circus and that they were different from everybody else, that they had this supernatural powers. And right around there is where the voice randomly comes in. Let's take a listen. I'm very sorry what your parents did to you, that they sold you to the circus because you were different from everybody else with your powers of the supernatural. And now I'm going to try to do the same thing like I just did with Ralph, which is right over here actually. And I'm going to use the EMF and the spirit box, and maybe we can get an answer. I don't know. It's hard to say. It is daylight. Usually I would want to come and do this back at night, but, you know, for the sake of this video, I want to see if something can happen during the daytime. Alright guys, so we're going to check out William and Horatio Eddy. We're going to see, I'm going to see if this will help answer a question from almost 10 years ago as well. So we're going to see our best here to do this. So William or Horatio Eddy, if you can hear me right now, can you make this a 2.4 and let me know that you did in fact contact with me 10 years ago when I was apologizing to the wrong information, because I apologize on this hand that, you know, I was saying that you guys got sold to the circus and you guys were different from being supernatural powers. So for me to confirm, if you would, could you make that device a 2.0 to confirm that you're here with me right now? It had been, oh, we got 0.6. Hi, Horatio. 0.5. Hello, William. William Horatio, are you here with me? Can you say hello through the spirit box, please? William and Horatio? Especially around a cemetery that's supposed to be 0.0 for an EMF, and yet looks like we have some spikes. However, though, it doesn't seem like there's not much going around here.